Hi Leos, welcome to your extended monthly reading for November 2023. So right off the bat, I will give a little breakdown of how these extended monthly readings go. And then we will jump into a little bit of the astrology for November and get into the reading. But before I can even do that, there is a very clear message of the Seven of Swords popping up. So the Seven of Swords indicates a feeling of being betrayed, and take this how it resonates. You can be on either side of this, but there's definitely a really strong indication of betrayal and power struggles. These power struggles too, we always have to remember that come from the root of the problem is from ourselves, right? And our shadow. So anytime these conflicts pop up, it's always important to go and reflect within yourself, right? Because there's always a theme when it comes to power struggles, reactionary thoughts, emotions, behaviors that all stem from our own shadow, okay? Because we project our shadow onto others and vice versa. So please keep that in mind for the month of November, it looks like. Last month, you really had an inclination of how liberating Libra season was going to be. Now, liberation isn't always in a means of feeling free. Sometimes it can be scary, right? And we've all been guided, especially with the Taurus new or full moon eclipse. We're being liberated from something in our lives. Now, take this how it resonates, but you can always look to what houses and what planets are ruled by Taurus in your chart, and you'll see indications of where this liberation is coming in. And if you don't know the symbolism of the planets and the signs in your chart, I do have a video of the basics of astrology and what each planet means for your chart. I always link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description as well. That can give you the planets that rule, or which signs rule which planets, the houses, etc. But in some area of our life, we're very feeling liberated. And that liberation reminder is going to be very strongly impacted by Scorpio and Taurus, because we're in Scorpio season as well. Also, Scorpio, death, rebirth, transformation, accepting change. So again, that liberation isn't always necessarily where we want it, but in hindsight, it's usually for our greater good, especially when we've been doing our shadow work and taking the advice of the judgment era and liberating ourselves from the power that our shadow has on all of us, okay? Yeah, this is really definitely connected to your finances and your health, and somehow taking a stand. This is an indicator of, quote, standing your ground, if you will, standing up for what you believe in, and doing it in a very strong manner, I guess I would say, okay? All right, so let us see here. Let's actually get to the astrology, because you actually have more cards popping on in the beginning than most of the other readings so far, but I would love to get into a little bit of the astrology for November. Now, November is really going to be, and this is for everybody, not just Leos, but it's very new beginnings, paths that we've never taken before. I mean, our life might look completely different than what it looked like 2 weeks ago. I mean, that's the type of energy that's coming in with that Taurus eclipse, and then all the astrological shifts that are happening in November. But November is very much a highlight of put up or shut up type of energy, okay? So we've had a lot of challenges, and we've had a lot of changes that have been implemented into our life. So now is the time, and this has been the eclipse's, again, reminder for the last year and a half. Okay, so see some themes that have been popping up for the last year and a half, and now see how it's coming to culmination. Now, this is a point in November where we're going to have to make that decision, because there's going to be themes and situations, relationships in our lives that are going to really ask us, okay, do you mean what you say? And so that's the energy collectively that we're all getting. But the wonderful thing about this is, along with that, because I mean, I know we're all exhausted. I know that we're all hurting collectively, and obviously some more emotionally and physically than others, depending on where you are in the world. And the collective energy is very drained, right? But this new beginning, this is the wonderful thing. So making this choice and accepting it and moving in whatever way your inner light is guiding you, that's where these life-changing opportunities are coming in, okay, Leos? So hang in there. I know Leo's, a big part of Leo energy is burnout, so please just stay guided. And yeah, there's a lot of overthinking. A lot of overthinking happening with you, Leos, and it's keeping you up at night. And I'm telling everybody this, do off social media as much as you can. It's counterproductive, unfortunately, and it's really affecting your manifesting abilities, really, too. So it's hard to stay off of social media right now. And that's, the shadow of the Capricorn paradigm is really aggressive. And that's where we need to take a step back and see the themes, see the collective themes, and how astrology can really help us stay more mindful, stay with a sense of faith, if you will. But yeah, as much as you can stay off social media, definitely do. I know that's easier said than done, but it really is going to help you feel more empowered. I feel like there's just so much of our energy being sucked and from, this instant, constant need for communication. All right, so now we also got Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, and this is really going to highlight hard work and compassion. And this is also going to spark some really creative inspiration, which I absolutely love, especially for you, Leos, because of your fire. So a reminder, we do not want to be burned out by staying too focused on the collective. We really want to see how we can move forward in some creative direction. And so we really need to maintain that fire, if you will, inside. And what I love too is Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus in November is going to really indicate some lucky breaks for the collective, right? So personally and collectively. And what I love most about this is it's really giving a glimpse of what's to come in 2024. So you're going to have these, wonderful synchronicities, chance meetings, opportunities that are coming in November where it's just a hint of it, right? So it might even be a reminder, okay, it's so easy to be impatient in our instant gratification society. So a reminder that things take time to grow, so patience is definitely needed. But when we can have that patience and have the faith that it's coming to fruition, Scorpio season is just a hint of what's to come, okay? And so while we're feeling drained now, I'd say mid-month, you're probably going to start feeling that energy coming back and really start feeling that passion and motivation, okay? Because, yeah, sometimes you do need to rest. Sometimes you do need to unplug to prepare yourself for what's to come. So, yeah, definitely indication of lucky breaks. So a reminder, Taurus is going to be really important. Taurus has been important with that full moon lunar eclipse at the end of October, and then with Jupiter and Uranus, really, really important month for everyone collectively. Now then we also have that Scorpio new moon, November 13th. Now, Scorpio, we need to make sure that we have done our shadow work. We really need to make sure that our decisions being made are not from some reactionary trigger, okay? Because the Scorpio new moon is really going to indicate taking big risks. Now, depending on if you've done your shadow work and not only faced your shadow, but embraced your shadow, unfortunately, if you haven't done that, that impulse reactionary behavior can have us taking risks in areas where it's leading us back into a toxic cycle, okay? So just be aware of that. Nothing to be scared about, but, excuse me, 1 second. Sorry, Leo's had a crazy sneeze attack, but there's something really connected to asserting yourself and asserting yourself with passion and having the courage to do so and taking a stand for what you believe in. So this card popping out twice, I mean, this is going to really be a big signifier for November. I'm getting an indication. Now, those big risks, just a reminder that you have to really be aware of where this impulse is coming from, okay? Because like I said, with Scorpio season, releasing transformation, accepting change, discarding old beliefs. That's really important. And so if it's on the side of justice, we need to make sure that that justice is blind and that we are making decisions with clarity, fairness, responsibility, and understanding the cause and effects of our thoughts, actions, and words, because it all starts with our thoughts and how we're thinking, okay? All right, and then, yeah, end of the month, Sagittarius season. Yeah, there's something really connected to your shadow and your sense of birthright, family, friends. Really big theme for November, it's looking like. But Sagittarius season starts November 22nd. Then we have a full moon in Gemini on November 27th. Now, this is going to indicate the importance of respecting difference of opinion. And that is going to be how we're closing out the month, okay? So, again, this is culmination. A full moon is an increased culmination of certain themes. And so that's where we're going to be closing out the month of November. So you can also reflect back on Libra season and, you know, fairness, justice, law and order. And so we're really, yeah, we're definitely feeling burned out, right? But that is going to be the biggest theme because, again, Aquarian age, judgment era is all about all of us liberating ourselves. The sun shines on everybody, okay? We're all meant to live with the basic human needs to coexist and being allowed to shine our light like the sun shines its light, okay? So, also once we get through the regular tarot, which will be the situation for the month of November, what you need more of, what you need less of, what you can change, what you need to accept, and then where the month is ending, we also pull some past life energy, an empowering question, crystal energy that can help guide you, and a clarifier at the end. Okay, but yeah, things are really feeling off balance right off the bat when it comes to the pre-shuffle messages coming in, and all those answers are within Leo. So the more that you look outward, the more you look for others to guide you, we really need to go back to our center, okay, and our inner light. And the best way, again, to connect to that inner light is by not only facing our shadow, but embracing it, okay? But there's just this feeling of, I'm getting, you know, just like more weight on one side than the other. Like, you know, the two sides of your brain, and one is doing the heavy lifting, really is funny, balance, yeah. One side of your brain's doing the heavy lifting, it really feels like. And so if it is your logical side, like really lean into creativity, okay? But that burnout is just the most important thing to highlight with how chaotic this energy is, okay? But reminder, Leos, you got this, all right? And remember, tarot is always a choice. It's not set in stone. It's like a forecast. You know, astrology and tarot are like weather forecasts. Is there a 78% chance it's going to rain? Yes, but does that mean it's going to rain? No. But are you going to be prepared in case it rains? Absolutely. All right, I think we are ready to dive into this. So let's see, what do we got for Leos for November 2023? Biggest theme. Okay, this is interesting too because you had the Three of Swords, I do believe, in last week of October's reading. So some sort, yes, you did. Yeah, there was some sort of feeling of hurt. And like I said, that Seven of Swords coming out, betrayal, whatever it is, take it out, it resonates. But when we can work through that, we're going to really feel that emotional fulfillment, completion, and the importance of boundaries, how important energetic, emotional boundaries are, okay? But that just came out, and I just had to say that because it was clearly an important message. And also apologies, Leos, if you do hear some coffee or noise in the background. My little Leo is unfortunately sick right now. So just a heads up, if you do hear that, that's what that is. All right, this is great, Leos. Okay. Well, overall, amazing energy for the month of November for you, Leos. Your overall energy is the world. This is feeling your place in the world, karmic completion. There's something, again, Scorpio season. There's something in your life. So this is really, something's coming to an end. There's some sort of karmic completion, and the world is ruled by Saturn. So a reminder, our shadow. All of us have been going through our shadow work, being faced with our shadow so that we can feel the world, so we can feel our place in the universe. We can feel this completion. Now, a reminder, what I said about those synchronicities. You're going to be getting a lot of those synchronicities this month, Leos, okay? So you're really going to be feeling like this, okay? Like feeling free and liberated. And that's what we want when we're moving into the age of Aquarius, the judgment era, liberation. So feeling your place in the universe, again, a reminder, is taking that shadow mask off, allowing ourselves to be exactly who we are. So also pay attention to what your rising sign is, okay? So if you are watching this as a Leo rising, a reminder that you can get a lot of hints about your shadow and its traits by looking at your rising sign and then seeing the opposite of that sign. I'm going to be posting some shadow work videos, so do subscribe to Maven Material so you get notifications of when those pop up, but we're going to go into what your shadow means astrologically speaking. But this is taking that mask off and showing ourselves exactly who we are and not feeling ashamed, guilty, or in fear of being exactly who we are, okay? You're not everybody's cup of tea, and that's for everybody, right? Now, what more of is needed is the Queen of Coins, okay? And so this is really, and I'm going to get to this because it's a card of nurturing energy and productive, honest, abundant, kind, compassionate, right? But I think the most important part of this is the productive aspect of the Queen of Coins. Now, she's shining her inner light, right? And this is that sense of, that feeling your completion. So while this is the situation, I am getting an indication that we're not necessarily fully feeling that liberation because you need more of the Queen of Coins this month. And so I think that we're, again, all being tested of these challenges and changes that have been brought upon us, whether or not we're moving forward with them or not, okay? There's going to be more hints of challenges to say, do you really believe this? Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to be in this relationship? So those are a lot of the themes that are going to be coming forth. And I'm not going to skip ahead, but there's just a very clear-cut message here. So much of this is related to your finances and your health. The Seven of Coins is in this position means that you know what needs to be done, okay? You might feel that November is very difficult, but we really get an indication of what needs to be done for us to move forward in the direction that we know is true to your heart, okay? And to your health. Like, pay attention to that too, because when we're in situations that aren't aligned with our energy, it affects our health. Not only our physical health, but our mental health. And our mental health affects our physical health. So pay very close attention to that, okay? Because the world, I'm just really getting, this is about facing that, okay? And like really, I don't necessarily believe you have the mask off. I think that all of November is really the working towards that. Because the Four of Cups too in this situation is really indicating you're really feeling disconnected. You're really feeling like things aren't aligned for you, okay? And you're looking at focusing on something like, why don't I have this? But you're really not seeing these 3 cups down here, okay? So the more you can focus on finding ways to feel emotionally fulfilled, okay, that's really going to be a game changer for you because we're focusing too much on outside things. You're focusing way too much on outside stuff and not paying attention to what's right in front of you. Because the 5 of Coins is here to remind you that you can change this. And so I like to always go to one of my favorite astrologers, Pam Gregory, and she asks, like, this era we're in, this changeover from the Capricorn paradigm to the Judgment era, are you a victim of the universe or a co-creator with the universe? And so again, this message is so unbelievably specific, Leos, that's where I'm feeling like you've got a challenge ahead of you, but you know what? You got it, okay? Remember, it's all about the choices we make, and those choices have to come from our shadow and our spirit aligned with one. But this is up to you. Are you a victim or a co-creator with the universe? Because this is feeling left out in the cold. This is victim mentality. And also, the 5 of Coins is ruled by Mercury and Taurus. So a reminder, I really think Taurus energy is going to be really powerful for you. So again, go to your chart and see how much influence Taurus has in your chart. But this is worry, insecurity, feeling like an emotional crisis, feeling left out in the cold. But you have to remember, all of that light comes from within. And again, I'm going to get to the symbolism at the end, but it is so unbelievably powerful. Now, what you need to accept is the 3 of Coins. Now, the 3 of Coins is here to say you need to accept that it takes hard work and dedication to get what you want to manifest, all right? Now, sometimes the stars align and things just fall into our laps, but when we think about nurturing something that's growing, I mean, you know, you plant the seed, you have to water it, you have to give it sunlight. Sometimes you talk to your plant, but sometimes that takes longer than other things, okay? So whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's going to take hard work and dedication, and it's going to take you focusing your attention on what you're working towards and not get distracted by this outside influence, okay? But with hard work, dedication, it pays off, okay? And so, yes, you need to accept that it's going to take that for you to make whatever it is you're trying to make come to fruition. Now, the 4 of Swords, this is Jupiter and Libra. So again, like Jupiter, luck, natural talents, Libra, liberation. You are feeling exhausted. And I don't think this is just mental or physical. It's all energetically just exhausted, okay? Now, the indicator here is you need to just disconnect, all right? You need to get back to yourself. And that is hard to do in a time like this when the world is in chaos, okay? Energetically, mentally, physically chaos. So physical healing and mental healing is so important for you, Leos, because this challenge is going to be exhausting. And unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of energy of not accepting the things that need to be done and not embracing what needs to be done. So now let's just take a second to rewind and take a look here. Now we have this Queen of Coins. Look at this coin behind her. This comes from doing the work, all right? She didn't just get this coin given to her. She created it. And where do you think that light is coming from? Do you see it, Leos? It all comes from within, okay? You could not have a more clear-cut message. So, I want to see what past life energy, if there are any blocks to this liberation for Leos. Let's see what past life energy is influencing it. All right, Leos. Any? Interesting. Okay. So the past life energy you got is spouse. Now, reminder, for past life energy, read directly from the book because I do not go off of just intuition when it comes to these. I could go off intuition, but I prefer to actually read what the cards have to say. So, you drew this card because your question relates to a marriage relationship in this life or a previous one. Perhaps your current spouse is someone with whom you shared a romance or relationship with before. If you're single at present, your future spouse is likely from your past lifetimes. In some cases, lovers reunite across centuries and share an undying bond of true love. This is what is usually referred to as a quote soulmate. So drawing this card can signify that the person you are inquiring about, in fact, is that individual. So if this is connected to a relationship, take it how it resonates. Now, again, past lives can be your life before children. It can be, again, an actual past lifetime, all right? So take that how it resonates. But there's some sort of energy with a karmic, and so going again to karmic completion. There's some sort of karmic completion that is coming to fruition from that energy. So let's see what empowering question is going to help Leos for November 2023. I keep going 2024. I keep jumping a year ahead for some reason. I'm sorry. All right, Leos, apologies again. Grandma came over to have some time with my daughter. So if you do hear something in the background, I do apologize that your reading is like this. But you know what? Going with the flow, because got to get these readings out. But your empowering question for the month of November is, what if everything is as it should be? How would that make me feel? So I believe that this is really something that can really help you guide what it is. If there is something in your life that you feel isn't aligned with your energy, what are the steps to help navigate out of that situation, I guess, is really what I'm getting an indicator of. So let's see what crystal energy can help guide Leos for November 2023. All right, let's see what crystal energy is going to help Leos November 2023. All right, looks like we got 2. And what's interesting enough is it fell on the spouse and the 7 of coins. And so I do find that very important. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now that I actually look at it. So it's petrified wood, but the indicator is past life embrace. And it falling on the spouse card. This is really important, Leo, so please do pay attention to this energy, okay? Petrified wood also is really good for your health. And if you are having health issues, it's really important to be mindful of the thoughts and your feelings, okay? So petrified wood, past life embrace. You also have lepidolite, which is conscious feeling. So reminder, if you can have this crystal energy with you, can really help you be mindful of your thoughts throughout the month of November. But like I said, I'm really getting a strong indication of it being connected to the spouse and the 7 of coins. And a reminder, 7 of coins is really this feeling of, is the work worth the rewards, okay? So also I'd like to indicate too just the color themes of that. But strong energy with the 7 of coins and the spouse. All right, we're going to get one clarifier for this, and then we are going to close it out for you. All right, so let's get one clarifying card for Leos for November 2023. What clarifying card is going to help guide Leos? November 2023. Clarifying card for Leos, November 20. Wow. All right, your clarifier is the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Coins. Look at the coin. She's, you know this coin? It's the coin that you're working on, okay? So see how much you can connect to the energy of feeling all that hard work and completion is because you did the work, all right? And that the satisfaction that comes from this. All right, Leo. So this is, I mean, it's important because like I said, this 4 of Swords, if you are like, you're going to have time when you're enjoying the silence to just give gratitude for knowing that you did the work, okay? All of that hard work, you're going to need some rest to recharge. But I really believe probably that once you do that, you're really going to get back to the alignment of the World card. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Leos. If you did, please do like, comment, and share with other people that you think this video might resonate with. Please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you get notifications of when new videos pop up. And if there's a particular planet you need clarity on, I would watch that signs corresponding video. And if you don't know what signs rule what planets in your chart, I always link Pam Gregory's free birth chart in every video description. But Leos, this is an important message, okay? Because feeling your place in the universe, it's going to take some hard work and dedication, but you got this, right? So be the co-creator of the universe that you're meant to be and have a really powerful, illuminating month of November.